Warrior. Picture this. You wake to a silent room, but your mind roars with noise. Before your feet hit the floor, exhaustion weighs you down, not from the day ahead, but from relentless thoughts circling like vultures. What if I fail today? Why did I say that yesterday? Am I living a life that matters? You haven't moved, yet you're already drained. The worst part. This chaos feels normal now, but deep down, you know it shouldn't. No one taught you how to tame this. Let me be clear, your mind isn't your enemy. It should be your sanctuary, your strength, your guide, not a place that terrifies you. It shouldn't attack you when life grows quiet. Yet no one told you this truth. You can't fix what you keep avoiding. You might drown it out with noise, scroll endlessly, numb it with distractions or toxic habits, but silence will come. And when it does, your mind reveals everything you've buried. That's not weakness. It's a call to lead yourself. Your mind isn't broken, it's untrained. Like any powerful tool, it can harm you until you master it. Enter the ancient Stoics not with empty philosophy, but hard-earned truth. They weren't serene monks on mountaintops. They were warriors, emperors, slaves, exiles, men who faced pain, loss, betrayal, and chaos. Yet they refused to let those things rule their minds. Why? They believed one truth. It's not what happens to you that destroys you, but how you perceive it. Marcus Aurelius, amid war and plague, reminded himself, you control your mind, not external events. This isn't a quote for social media. It's a lifeline for survival. You can forge that same skill. You don't need to be cold or ignore your emotions, but you must train your focus. You must reclaim your inner space, or the world will invade it. Let's be honest, your mind is pulled in every direction daily. Social media comparisons, fear of missing out, regrets over the past, anxiety about what's next. Voices tell you who you should be. No wonder you feel overwhelmed. No wonder breathing feels heavy sometimes. But hear this, you have the right to pause. You have the power to take back control. And no, it's never too late. This video isn't about perfection, it's about standing in your thoughts, emotions, and choices. We'll walk through 7 hard but healing Stoic truths to stop chasing peace and start building it within. This isn't motivation, it's mental strategy. Before we begin, do this for yourself. Close the other tabs. Let the outside world fall silent. Make this moment the one where you stop running from your mind and start leading it. If something here resonates, don't keep it inside. Like the video. Share your affirmation in the comments. Pass it to someone you care about. Subscribe if you're ready to build a mind where you finally feel safe. Write this in the comments. My mind is my sanctuary, and I will protect it. First truth. Don't let emotions steer your life. Marcus Aurelius said, if you're troubled by something external, the pain comes not from the thing itself, but from your judgment of it. This is a hard truth. Your emotions are real, but they aren't always true. They're signals, not commands. Yet most men let emotion drive, relegating themselves to passengers. You feel sad, so you halt everything. Anger suas, and you lash out, hurting someone. Anxiety grips, and you cancel plans or shrink from life. Here's the problem. When emotions take the wheel, they often crash. A Stoic mind doesn't ignore feelings, it feels them fully, but refuses to obey every impulse. Be honest. Have you ever spoken in anger and regretted it deeply, made a choice out of fear or envy that led you astray? That's what happens when emotions rule without your consent. The first step to mastering your mind is this. Say to yourself, I feel this emotion, but I don't have to act on it. This is a practical tool for life. When a strong emotion hits, pause and name it. Whisper to yourself, this is anger, this is fear, this is shame. Naming it detaches you from its grip. You are not the emotion, you're the observer. Then ask, what would the wiser version of me do now? That pause and question, engage your rational mind. It stops emotional reactions from becoming real-world regrets. The Stoics called this the power of reasoned choice, acting with clarity, not blindness. You can be sad and still show up to work. You can be afraid and still speak your truth. You can be angry and choose silence. Discipline isn't about suppressing emotions, it's about guiding them. Try this. Next time emotions flood you, write them down before acting. You'll see their power fade when they leave your mind and hit the page. This is what Marcus Aurelius did. His meditations weren't for the world, they were his way of checking himself, saying, this is what I feel, but this is how I choose to act. Imagine your strength if you did this daily. It's not about perfection, just being more awake. Second truth. Slow your thoughts before they own you. A man isn't poor because he lacks things, but because he craves more. Seneca said, what truly steals your peace, not always the big problems, but the small, racing thoughts piling up, hijacking your mind. One moment you're fine, then your head's tangled in 5 directions at once. What if I fail? What did they mean by that message? Why is everyone ahead of me if tomorrow goes wrong? What then? Suddenly, you're trapped in a spiral of thoughts, stressed, distracted, exhausted without moving. You haven't left the room, but your mind's run a marathon. The truth most avoid overthinking isn't a sign of deep wisdom, it's a sign of lost control. You can be brilliant, yet a prisoner of your own mind. The Stoics knew this. They trained their thoughts like warriors, believing thoughts must be guided, not left to wander endlessly. So how do you slow them? Start here. Notice when your mind races, shallow breaths, pounding heart for no reason, reading the same line 5 times without recall. That's the signal. Do something bold in today's world. Stop. Close your eyes. Breathe in slowly. Exhale slower. Now name one thing truly bothering you. Just one, not 5. Most overthinking comes from your brain tackling 10 things at once. Now you pick one and tell your mind, let's solve this alone. You're not ignoring the other worries, you're choosing not to be overwhelmed. Try this Stoic practice to transform your day-evening reflection. Each night, ask yourself, what thoughts troubled me today? Were they real threats? How could I respond with more calm tomorrow? This builds the habit of self-mastery. Your mind sharpens when you reflect instead of react. It stops panicking because it knows you're paying attention. You'll discover something profound. Slowing your thoughts restores your energy. You hear your true voice, not the noise around you. In that stillness, you choose what to believe and what to release. Stoicism isn't about having no thoughts, it's about not being enslaved by them. You can't stop your brain from thinking, but you can stop giving power to thoughts that harm you. Every thought is a guest. You decide who stays for dinner. Write this in the comments. I slow my thoughts. I choose what stays. Third, truth. Nourish your mind. Don't poison it. Marcus Aurelius said, "Your soul takes on the color of your thoughts." You're not just what you eat, but what you consume mentally. If you feed on gossip, drama, fear, comparison, or mindless content, don't be shocked when you feel anxious, empty, or lost. Most men treat their phones like junk food, scrolling aimlessly, consuming whatever pops up. Imagine eating anything handed to you, spoiled or toxic without question. You'd get sick fast. Right. Ask yourself, how long have I fed my mind garbage without noticing? The Stoics were deliberate about what they let in. Knowing a weak mind isn't born weak. It's weakened by constant distraction and mental junk. Here's the challenge. Audit your mental diet. Ask, who do I follow online? What conversations do I allow in my life? Am I feeding wisdom or noise? You know why your mind feels foggy sometimes. It's cluttered with meaningless, purposeless content. You don't have to live like that. You can reclaim your mind the way you reclaim your body, by cutting out junk food. Start small. Replace one piece of mental garbage daily with wisdom. Read 2 pages of a Stoic journal. Watch 10 minutes of content on clarity or truth. Sit in silence instead of scrolling. It sounds small, but it's the seed of change. Protect not just what you consume, but also your conversations. If someone's always negative, gossipy, or shallow, limit their access to you. It's not rudeness, it's guarding your peace. A strong body with a poisoned mind will still drag you down. Ask daily, does what I took in today make me a better man? If not, it's a distraction, unworthy of your attention. Each time you consume, ask, does this sharpen or dull me? Does it feed fear or fuel strength? Whatever you nurture grows. Write this in the comments. I feed my mind clarity, not chaos. Fourth, truth. Train your mind to observe, not absorb. Seneca said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Think about it. Someone passes by with a frown. Instantly, your mind spins a story. They're mad at me. I did something wrong. People are pulling away. But maybe they're just having a bad day. Maybe it's not about you at all. Yet your mind absorbs that moment and turns it into a personal threat. Most men do this unconsciously, taking every comment, every awkward silence, and weaving it into pain. A Stoic doesn't soak up these emotions. He observes them, watches what happens, but doesn't let it grow bigger than it is. The truth is, not every feeling you have is accurate. Not every word you hear is true. Not every glance you notice is about you. But an untrained mind connects dots that don't belong, exhausting you with stories that aren't real. It's draining. Always assuming someone's upset or judging you. That's why your mind needs discipline. You must learn to see things as they are, not as your fears paint them. Here's how. First, pause before you judge. Your brain craves quick answers. They didn't text back, so they must hate me. Instead, ask, could there be another reason? Do I have evidence? Or is this just a feeling? That pause can stop most overreactions. Second, separate fact from feeling. Feeling rejected is real. But is it true? Are you actually being excluded? Or is an old wound whispering lies? The Stoics practiced this like a vow of honesty to themselves. asking nightly, "Did I see clearly today? Or did fear cloud the truth?" It's not easy, but it's freedom. When you stop absorbing every emotion, you stop carrying invisible wounds. Third, be curious, not paranoid. Instead of judging, ask questions. Instead of thinking they're ignoring me, consider, maybe they're tired. Maybe they're distracted. Maybe this isn't about me at all. This isn't weakness, it's mental strength. It's Stoicism in daily life. Not just quotes or calm facades, but choosing not to let assumptions poison your mind. Assumptions become stories. Stories become beliefs. And beliefs shape who you are. Don't let a false story live in your head. Be the calm observer, not an emotional sponge. Write this in the comments: I observe the world. I don't absorb its noise. Fifth truth, teach your mind to accept not knowing. Epictetus said, "Don't demand things happen as you wish. Let them unfold naturally, and your life will flow better." We hate uncertainty, not knowing what others think, what comes next, or where a choice leads. That fear of the unknown fuels anxiety, trapping you in overthinking. It pushes you to control what's beyond your grasp. But here's the Stoic shift. You don't need to know everything to find peace. You just need to trust you can handle whatever comes. That's real control, not mastering the storm, but how you navigate it. Modern minds crave instant answers, overanalyzing texts, Googling everything, predicting the future, only to burn out. A Stoic says, do what you can, prepare, then accept what you can't control. That release isn't weakness, it's wisdom. Here's how to build it. First, practice radical presence. Ask, what's true right now? Am I in danger? Or just scared of what might be? Fear lives in what if, not the present. You can't build peace on what if. Second, let uncertainty be your teacher. Uncertainty humbles you, teach patience, and builds trust not in outcomes, but in your own growth. When Epictetus lost everything home, freedom, he didn't panic. He said, they can chain my body, but not my will. Why? He trusted he'd face whatever came with clarity. You can too. Each time you resist the urge to demand certainty, you strengthen your mind to stand firm in the unknown and stay calm. That's power. Third, embrace silence. Most answers you seek don't come from noise. They emerge in stillness, through patience, letting time do its work. Give yourself space to say, I don't know yet. And that's okay. The right answers will come when you're ready, or when life decides. This isn't laziness, it's emotional maturity. You don't need to predict everything. Just trust yourself to handle anything. Write this in the comments: I let go of needing to know. I trust my strength in the unknown. Sixth, truth. Build daily mental habits, not based on feelings. Epictetus said, don't explain your philosophy, live it. One day you wake up strong, focused, ready. The next, you're anxious, irritable, lost. What changed? Most men build their mindset on emotions. If they feel motivated, they act. If low, they quit. That's a dangerous way to live. Emotions are as fickle as the weather. If your life depends on feeling good first, you'll never master your mind for long. The Stoics chose differently. They didn't wait for the perfect mood. They built daily rituals to train their minds, no matter how they felt. Ask yourself, do you have a mental habit? Not just a to-do list, something to center you. Sharpen your clarity before the day's chaos hits. Life is loud. If you don't start with intention, the world will shape your mood for you. Begin with this 5 minutes of silence each morning. No phone, no noisy, just breathing slowly. This isn't trendy meditation, it's grounding your mind. Before the world rushes in, check in with yourself. Second, write a guiding sentence. Every Stoic wrote to themselves to stay true amid chaos. Try this today. I won't rush. My peace isn't negotiable. I choose clarity over reaction. Simple, powerful, intentional. You don't need a perfect journal, just consistency. Here's the key: show up. Even when you're tired or unmotivated, maybe it's not 100%, maybe just 40%. But show up. The future doesn't care how you felt today. It cares what you did despite it. When your mind sees you don't crumble with every mood swing, it starts to respect you. That respect becomes confidence. That confidence becomes strength. That strength becomes control. You are not your emotions. You are your daily disciplines. Write this in the comments: I act with discipline, not emotion. Seventh truth: make your inner world stronger than the outer one. Marcus Aurelius said, "A man's worth is no greater than his ambitions." The world grows louder, faster, more demanding, full of opinions, comparisons, pressure to prove yourself. In that noise, most men lose themselves. They chase validation, crave approval, fear judgment. They build their identity on things beyond their control: followers, opinions, praise. But the Stoics knew better. If your peace hinges on the outside world, you'll never own yourself. The real work is forging an inner world so strong that external chaos can't shake you. Here's how to start. First, stop seeking validation. You don't need everyone to understand or agree with you. Sometimes, being misunderstood is the cost of living true to yourself. Tell yourself, if I act with integrity and purpose, that's enough. Second, redefine success on your own terms. What is success to you? Peace, self-respect, showing up daily no matter what. Write your definition and let it guide you, not trends, not flash, not noise. Third, celebrate inner victories. Praise yourself when you stay calm under pressure. Hold your boundaries, or choose silence, despite the urge to react, even if no one notices. That's strength most men miss, because they're too busy performing strength instead of being it. The outer world will always shift, but you can be a steady flame. That's the Stoic mission: not to escape life, but to build a mind that stands firm, no matter what life throws. Write this in the comments: my strength comes from within. I don't chase approval. Let's wrap this up. If you've watched this far, you're not here for shallow encouragement. You want truth. Here it is. You won't master your mind perfectly. You'll still overthink, react, slip into old habits. But now you're awake, and awareness is power. You are not your emotions. You are your choices. You are not your thoughts. You are how you respond to them. You don't need to predict life. Just face it with clarity. That's what Stoicism teaches. Every pause before reacting. Every reflection instead of eruption. Every choice of discipline over emotion. That's control. That's growth. That's freedom. You don't need to be fearless. Just face your mind and lead it like a warrior. Don't chase a perfect mind. Build one that's strong, one that stands tall, listens, and decides with wisdom. You can do this not because life gets easier, but because you get stronger. If this video moved you, like it, comment, share it, and subscribe for more Stoic wisdom to transform you from within. Write this final affirmation in the comments: I lead my mind. It doesn't lead me, because that's freedom. So no, you don't need to be fearless. You just need to face your mind and lead it like a warrior. Don't chase a perfect mind. Build a mind that's strong, that knows how to stand firm, to listen, to decide with wisdom. You can do it. Not because life will get easier, but because you will get stronger. If this video helped you, please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more Stoic insights to change you from within. Leave this final affirmation in the comments: I lead my mind. I don't follow it. Music.